Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Age the Veilguard. This is episode 9, where last time we went on some companion outings with Nev and with Davrin, also exploring more of Docktown and Arlathan Forest. So we got some quests out of the way, and today we're back at the crossroads as we are on the route to recruit the Dragon Hunter. So we're going to the Rivain Coast Alluvion that has just opened up for us. So traveling from the lighthouse to the crossroads.
Control rocks now.
Control? That's funny. I'm still trying not to drop things on my own feet. And I still don't know why this happened.
Best not to question a gift.
Is it though? A gift?
You saved someone's life.
I know. I just wonder what's next.
Never question a gift. You're like, where did this come from? Why do I have it? Just don't question it. Just roll with it. You have a gift. Okay. Taash, a Canary dragon hunter with the Lords of Fortune, is luring a dragon from its lair so that the Lords can safely loot its treasure, but brutal Arntam invaders have plans of their own. Now, in regards to our choices, we were meeting a Lord of Fortune on the Rivain coast, and if we're taking on a dragon, I don't know, I just feel like we should have a Grey Warden with us. Let's confirm the party. Davrin and Taash, let's see. Need any help?
Hey.
It's like, I can see that you've got your hands full.
Taash?
Yep.
Rook, I hear you need help.
The Lords want to hit a cave on the coastal cliffs. Big Vincimer makes her lair there. We get her out, the Lords get in, we go home and get drunk. Might be more on Tom. Don't get in my way.
I said nice to meet you. I didn't say that at all.
So, what's the plan exactly?
We need to lure the Vincimer out of her lair. I set bait, she comes out to eat. My partners loot the lair while she's out here. We'll find the bait on the beach.
Alright then. Alright. Taash, nice to meet you. AKA Taash, we need your help. Why didn't it just say we need your help at the bottom?
You said the dragon we're dealing with was a Vincimer.
Yeah, blue with a yellow belly. Breathes lightning.
Light? Now we're talking.
Pretty
Not fighting
cool.
her. Lords just want the horde in her lair.
Alright, well I'm going up here if you don't mind. Oh, actually, Taash is currently unable. Alright. You give me Taash as a companion and then not allow me to use her companion ability immediately. There's a thing up there for me. Alright, fair enough. We get to be on the Rivain coast though, which is very exciting. Again, just another location where I'm just so excited to be looking at new areas of Thedas. Going to the north and seeing all this stuff is fun. Taash seems to be quite no nonsense. Don't get in my way. I'm killing Arntam. Resisting the primal urge to go off the beaten path, because I'll explore here later.
On Tom ahead. Be ready. They go hard.
They go hard. Okay. Those Arntam, they go hard. That's sick though. Love the designs of the Arntam armor.
Coming in range!
It just makes me wish that I could have helmets because they can.
You've got trouble on your right!
If Antam can have helmets, so should I! What does Taash have? Taash has Dragonfire Strike and Fortune's Favor, which grants invulnerable.
Watch for ranged attack!
Also allows the ability to teleport, it seems.
They're at range!
Maybe spamming those cannons, though.
Eat shit. This is not your land.
Not out!
The difference between Qunari speaking the Qun, like actual, like, and eat shit, asshole. They go hard, dude.
Come on. You're not bigger than me.
I just know that Taash and Iron Bull would get along so well. Once you break away from the Qun,
Fighting other Qunari.
I'm from Rivain. I don't follow the Qun. Do you?
No. But you've got the Darsam, the arm ropes.
Sure. I wear a lot of stuff. You don't get to tell me who I am. Doesn't matter anyway. The Antam don't follow the Qun either. Not anymore.
Taash, why do you want to work with us?
I don't.
I thought you wanted us here to help you.
No.
well, this is awkward. Who wants us where? Well, this is great. I swear, once you break away from the Qun, excluding the Antam, because they probably still have that military cohesiveness and, like, that terminology of language and speech, you just start getting very chill. Like, Iron Bull and Taash, very chill in terms of their language. Dragon's Breath and the Antam Schism. Now, that's going to be something that you'll want to read about quite a lot, is Qun lore developments, the Antam breaking away, you know. The official story of the Qunari attack upon the south, so I guess this was Trespasser, holds that the Dragon's Breath plan to attack the south was a rogue action against official Qunari orders. This is true, but it is not the whole truth. Yes, this was that Dragon's Breath operation from Trespasser. The Salisari, triumvirate of the Qun, represents the Qunari people. The Arashok commands the Antam, the military branch that represents the body. The Arakun leads the scholars and priests, representing the soul. The Aragena guides the craftspeople, representing the mind. After the breach wreaked chaos across the south, the triumvirate suggested caution and sent a Qunari representative to observe and report on the Inquisition. Iron Bull? But this is, I think that's Iron Bull, right? To report on the Inquisition, but some in the Antam and the Ben Hassarath believed their leaders lacked the will to end the threat. Dragon's Breath was indeed unsanctioned, but it was not unpopular. Qunari who had fought the Blood Mages of Tevinter had learned to fear all magic. They wanted a fast solution. When Dragon's Breath failed, the surviving Ben Hassarath spies surrendered. In contrast, the Antam insisted that Dragon's Breath had failed because it did not go far enough. The Bas, they declared, did not merit education under the Qun. They must be conquered or destroyed. When their Arashok, who had fought Darkspawn in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight, that's my boy, Sten, current Arashok, argued against this demand, his own Kithshoks declared him corrupt. They ambushed the Arashok at the War Council, leaving him badly injured. Are you kidding me? No one leaves my Sten badly injured. And then the bloodthirsty Antam went to war, a body now bereft of mind and soul. Excerpt from Malakun, The Loss of Reason by Seer Rowan of Desmude. Interesting stuff. Is it possible that Sten... it's possible that Sten does get executed in Origins, doesn't it? You can leave him. You don't have to recruit him. Which is probably why it's left obscure, and they don't name the Arishok as Sten. It's just, yeah, just fought Darkspawn and Froden during the Blight. That could have been any old Canary. Definitely not Mr. Cookies. At least a cool mention. Going through some stuff that happened post-Trespasser, post-Dragon's Breath operation is really, really good, because it's such a curious notion of what happens. And I know that you've got the comic books and you've got novels, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things for most people. And I am a Star Wars super fan, and I will say the same thing with Star Wars, is the novels and the comics and games and supplementary material can't make up for the lack of it in the main material. You have to be able to explain and lay out those plot points in the main material as much as possible, if possible. And if not possible, that's what the codex in the game is for. As much as I would love to eventually get around to reading the Dragon Age novels and stuff like that, I'm a busy man, and it's hard to do while I'm gaming all the time. So it is nice that while there have clearly been story things over the last decade in real life of Dragon Age stuff, novel-wise, it's good to be able to read stuff like this and get it in the game itself at appropriate points. So it's so nice to be able to learn about this, for sure. But Taash doesn't follow the Qun, so it's not going to be like an Iron Bull situation where we learn about the Qun through Taash. It's going to be very, very different. But Taash doesn't need help. Taash doesn't even want us here, but we need Taash, so hopefully we can make that work. Encrusted wall. I do really like the fact that we had the I don't follow the Qun, do you? Because we're both Canary. So I feel like there might be some really cool dialogue opportunities between us, hopefully. A unique shield that is perfectly balanced so as not to hinder swift movement and acrobatic maneuvers. This looks like it can be shattered. Oh yeah, Canary kick! So we've got paintings of the dragon that we're taking.
Vincimers eat big game, usually sea life. They're not hostile unless you do something stupid.
Like, poke around in its lair?
Right. So we lure her out, then the lords go in and grab anything shiny.
But you do kill dragons, right? You're a dragon hunter.
I kill them when they need killing. This one doesn't.
And that's fair enough. Alright, no Iron Bull level celebration of dragon killing today. Just dragon lair raiding instead. Oh, there you go. As Taash did say, we can get drunk. Alright, stand back from this, everybody. I'm going to... Oh, boom! But then I'm going to do this anyway.
Alright, beach is up ahead.
Right. You said we find bait here?
Bait'll find us. Come on.
The bait will find us. Look out! Deep
Which
stalkers!
means we're the bait. Hey, Darkstalkers.
Stalkers are the bait? Now you're stealing my tricks.
Hey, cool.
Quite a few of them.
Dragons have big stomachs.
They look cool. We're getting that. Oh my god. We're getting that. Oh shit. Damn, we're getting that HD Deep Stalker in photo mode. That is disgusting. Again, great opportunity in the middle of combat where we get to be like, let's just take a look at that. And then... Something that I'm really happy with as well is while the game doesn't have photo mode, it's in cutscenes. I have installed a UI toggle, which is nice.
That's their pack leader. Take her down.
How does that not install? How did that not destroy? There we go. I thought my slam would have destroyed those.
Get out of there before it's too late.
So I installed a little switch, so you can pause the game and then hide the HUD. So I can take the opportunity to pause during cutscenes and take a screenshot if I need, because there's no photo mode in cutscenes. Sometimes you need that thumbnail shot, you know? Hey, that was bad timing.
Rain incoming.
It just got a giant spike in it. Oh my god, okay. Its attacks are strange. Give me that.
I'm ready to go again.
Slam the ground. What is that attack?
I think that's the last of them. Now what?
Now I get the fire going and make our dragon dinner.
Dragon dinner time, okay.
Good. She'll like it. And this potion will put her to sleep for a few hours. But we gotta get her attention. Use the horn up there. Come on, she'll be here soon.
So, we held up our end of the bargain?
You did okay. So, what do y'all do?
Right now, we're trying to take down evil god monsters and their blighted dragons.
What? That can't be right. Dragons don't get blighted. They're smart enough to avoid that crap.
However, it's happening. The gods are using the blight to force dragons to attack people.
That's messed up. Somebody needs to stop them.
Yes. That's what we're doing. I would dare say that's kind of our whole thing. Big noise for a small horn.
A Taash curry.
Nice.
Where are we headed?
That old Grey Warden fort. Anton might be there. I want to see what they're doing. If it's anything the Lords of Fortune need to worry about.
She
Yes.
responded quickly to the horn.
This time.
You fed her before?
Took a while to get her used to it.
It sounds like you've got her trained.
You train a dog. You reach an understanding with a dragon.
Great that we're bringing Davrin. I was like, we'll just bring Davrin to a dragon fight. We're going to an old Grey Warden fort too, though, which is awesome. Double bonus points for bringing Davrin along.
Vinsomers are clumsy on land. Better in the water. They cut the surface like a knife.
They swim?
They dive down after prey like a giant bird. Sometimes they stun schools of fish with their lightning. Gulp them all down in a single bite.
Loose journal page, day 4. Clear weather, warm and humid. Found more traces of gold in lower streams. Tomorrow we'll attempt climb to upper cliffs. I believe a major iode may be near. Major load? Major load. Have seen Antom again, but it's easy enough to avoid them.
That was close. A lot bigger than a griffin.
Letting us know she sees us. Might also be her way of saying thanks for the food.
Look at these small little guys. One's facing right, one's facing left, one's facing straight ahead. Is there a thing to that? Are they specifically placed? Or are they just weirdly placed? 3 little guys in their own little hole? I don't know, it feels like something to me.
Some of these buildings look like Grey Warden architecture.
Good eye. Wardens used to have a big outpost here. They left after a volcano erupted. Said it closed some tunnels.
Makes sense. If a volcano floods the deep road with magma, no need to worry about Darkspawn using those tunnels.
Everyone is not a good listener. Confirmed. Hey, we're going to an old Grey Warden fort. What an architecture. Weird. What is that about? Aha! The 3 little guys serve a purpose. This guy turning to the right, this guy turning to the left, and this guy facing the other way. Yeah, dog. Did that open the gate upstairs? It sounds like it did. Oh, it dropped us a ladder. Whoosh! Spawn blood. Gimme that. Yeah, that was when you see 3 little guys like that, you can't just ignore the 3 little guys. That was clearly something. The Warden Castle.
The Antam are definitely here.
Let's check inside the fort. I want to see what they're doing.
I think this is the second time that we've caught Davrin not being a good listener. There was another one when we got into a lift, pretty much when we first recruited him, and he said something or addressed something that we'd already spoken about earlier, and I was like, "You silly little guy." But this is the second time, so this might actually be a personality quirk. This might actually be a fucking personality quirk. He's just not a good listener. It's all that Asan screeching in his ear. He's a little bit deaf. He's like, "Can you repeat that?" He's just, you've got selective hearing.
Shit. More on Tom. You're not even supposed to be here.
Hassan, over there!
They're at range.
I love the fact that you can give Taash an ability that's like grants invulnerability, but I don't think any of the companions are ever really in danger. Like, do your teammates have health though? Because if they do, you can't really see it. Unless they get down, it's like, help me. But I doubt we'll ever see our teammates get to a point where they go down. Because I was wondering if it's like Mass Effect, where they can go down in Mass Effect, I believe. If I'm remembering right.
I'm good to go.
Weak dust people? I'll show you weak dust people!
He calls you weak dust people. He died! He died standing straight up. He died how he lived.
Let's keep looking.
For us. So the Antam took over the outpost after the Grey Wardens abandoned it.
Yeah. Rivain and the Qunari were at peace forever. Then the Antam broke away from the Qun and invaded. But Qunari builders are part of a different caste. They didn't break away. So the Antam take over old forts like this instead of building their own.
Nice. Casings of Fortune. We have some Lords of Fortune heavy armor. You get extra damage with your companions and rally party on a perfect defense. Okay. Golden full body armor that flaunts the bearer's riches while protecting them with self-same wealth. What does it actually look like, though? Very over-designed. I think this is what we saw in the character creator when you chose, like, the faction stuff. You could see, like, the armor for each faction, and some definitely looked better than others. And I think this is one of those examples. For sure. Yes. Don't like it. I'll equip it for the stats. That's gonna be it for that one. Antam note, translated from the Qunari language. Your instructions are unchanged. Use the nets to bring the dragon from the sky and the grapples to tie it down. Do this and win glory for the Antam.
Grapples, nets. The Antam are going after the Vincimer.
She's a dragon. She can take care of herself.
Not after I drugged her. Come on. They've been
Exactly.
watching. They knew I drug her to make her sleep. Assholes!
Oh, shield boy. How about you just get slammed on the ground? How's that? You like that?
I'm there.
Taash and Davrin, just the double fire damage.
Good job.
Weather journal page. Orders came down today. We're abandoning the fortress. No more Darkspawn. Too expensive to maintain. I can't believe it. Worse, Tops was reassigned to Bloody Ferelden, and I'm being sent to Weishaupt. I don't know what I'll do without them. It's been Tops and Mel since the joining. Bloody hell. Bloody Ferelden. Warden Mel Caravu. 633 steel. I can't help but read this as like a disgruntled BioWare employee talking about his co-workers, his or her co-workers, you know. They've been sent into QA testing and another one's been sent to work on Battlefield 5. No! I can't believe EA cancelled Star Wars Battlefront 3 from happening for to make everyone work on a Battlefield game that was bad. Interesting. Blistering Drakestone. Taash can also deal with that. Hey, you're right here. Can you do that? Can you do that? Can you do that? You're right in front of it.
Come on! Watch for incoming! Enemies at range.
Coming in range! Finish them off!
I swear my block is just not working at all. There we go. Just not pressing it at the right time at all. I like the vocals in this battle track though.
Time to finish this room!
Beat the odds.
The odds were never not in our favor. Davin, 2 Canary and a Grey Warden. One of these days, I guess. Just need Taash to officially join and then we'll get those companion abilities. Dragon's already down, dude. They are efficient.
They haven't seen us yet. We can run.
Hey!
God, the helmet looks so sick. I want to wear it.
I brought her down. She's mine by right.
Makara.
Mara Namra Benari Ebala. Atash Martarost, Asitarala. Kuto.
Yunasi Bishidam.
Oh, nice. Okay. Go.
Come on!
All right, Dragon's Breath. Oh man, that is sick. That I don't know why she tried to appeal to the Qun, to the Anton with the Qun when she acknowledged that they're not part of the Qun. Flame-seeking Karasad.
Way to fight, Brooke!
Not ready yet.
Coming in range!
They're hitting us from there.
One for us.
So, you breathed fire.
Yeah?
You don't just hunt dragons. You're part dragon?
Were we supposed to know this? Because I don't remember you mentioning it.
We can talk later. Let me know when you're ready. I'll burn the chains off the dragon.
I'll burn the
Trapped
chains.
animal is a scared animal. She'll be angry once we free her.
You're right. We gotta be ready to run. Hopefully she won't chase us.
Oh, we just went in a full circle back to the start. How interesting. So we didn't actually need to... I'm so confused. We didn't need to do all of that at all. We just needed to just, like, blow the horn and then just sit and wait, and then eventually the dragon would have ended up here. Because this is where the dragon was captured. And then we would have got to the dragon first. We got to go on a nice little walk on the through the mountainside. Yes, Taash breathing fire is really fucking cool, because we already know that we have, like, the Qunari with, like, certain relationships with dragons and the dragon blood and stuff like that. Having Taash be a little bit more dragon with the dragon's breath is really curious. I'm excited to learn more about that, though. That's fun. She wasn't mad at us at all. She's like, see ya.
As one dragon flew off, now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted, another was about to wake up. The surviving Antam poachers carried news of a fire-breathing Qunari back to their leader.
Oh, damn.
Taash and the team would soon find themselves being hunted by the Dragon King.
Alright, now I want that helmet. This our butcher character in Treviso with the Antam.
Wonderfully done, Taash. While you played with the big scary dragon, we looted the shiny stuff from her cave. So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see he wasn't making shit up this time. They call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
A lot of dragon shit, gold, some fancy trinkets, and this.
It's just so fucking casual with it. It's so funny. Morrigan gets the fancy pants, intro because she loves putting on a show, and Isabella's just there, just in conversation. We just return shit. No fancy entrance for Isabella. She's just in conversation. We got a Dragon Age 2 returning character, none other than my pirate wife. I got 2 of my previous romances in this. Now we just need we've got all 3 of my romances in the game because Solus is kind of there, isn't he? The romance trinity has been assembled. Oh, that's so fun. You never know, right? You're dealing with pirates and Lords of Fortune and stuff like that, but you never know if they're gonna throw in a returning character. So this is a fun surprise. Also, Isabella is aging gracefully. I'll tell you that much. Witch of the Wilds, she's gonna look youthful for quite some time. Then one day she'll go full hag. But Isabella, it's been some time, and the 7 Seas are doing good for that skin. I'll tell you that much. Now let's talk Hawk, Isabella, because this is a problem. That Isabella would move on. It's only been 10 years. Isabella's like, he's either out of the fade or he's still in there. Oh man, that's a rough one. Good old Hawk and Isabella in a perfect world. Isabella would show up and then Hawk would walk through the door and he's like, hello everyone, I baked cookies.
That looks like Qunari art, but I've never seen anything that old.
You have a good eye. It is refreshing to see that some younger Qunari can still appreciate the culture that brought them across the sea.
Oh, that was a dig.
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Qunari artifacts.
This piece predates the Steel Age by centuries. It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors. You used your fire.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatash. You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
Ooh, okay. Explicitly not allowed to reveal that cheeky little secret of Dragon's Breath. There you go. Tasha's armor now makes like so much more sense design-wise, which is really fun. Alright. We get to play the guessing game. If I say, you get to hunt dragons, what are we going to say? We'll say, come on, it'll be fun.
We expect some dragon trouble, so we need a dragon hunter. You'll feel right at home.
It's close enough.
Hooray.
Our contact here said you'd agree to join us.
Didn't Shathan... I thought you and your mother had agreed on this.
Nope.
Whoops. Well, you'll work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Taash. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
Mother, what did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Of course I do. I might have decided to join on my own. Maybe after you talked to me.
I talked to you about not using your fire in front of the Antam. I will prepare potions for you to take. Would you prefer ginger or lavender?
The ginger.
Hassam Vinek. Rook, you will keep her safe.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Dialogue time. Business doing pleasure with you too, Isabella. Now, can we chat later? I want to talk to you about a certain man you used to know, maybe 10 years ago. Maybe he went missing a little bit around that time. How you feel about that? Technically, our Hawk and Isabella relationship wasn't super legitimate. I legitimized it in Dragon Age Keep. You know, we flirted a bit. We were open. You know, she did her thing, I did mine, but at the end of the day, we took over those seas together, you know? Hawk and Isabella had some time between Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition. She's very over-designed. I think that the Lords of Fortune get-up and appearance is very over-the-top, but, you know, we'll give it to Isabella. That's kind of her whole thing. If you don't count Dragon Age Origins... Because who was that? That was an imposter. You want to talk about an art style change? Talk about Isabella from Dragon Age Origins to Dragon Age 2. Because what the hell? That was Patricia. That was not Isabella. Really cool and casual little drop there. I'm kind of hoping that we get to see her a little more before we leave. But it is nice to have some passing acknowledgements to previous games, even if we don't have any control over what happened in those games, and I will not shut up about it. She's very caring.
Well, it must be nice to have your mother so involved in your life. Anyway, welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff. Hey. It is.
Sorry?
Joining your team. It is what I wanted.
Glad to hear it.
I can see Taash and Iron Bull being best friends. No, it just popped back. Let me explore the little Lords of Fortune hideout, will ya? Just let me take a look around. I want to talk to people. This will be the slight thing about the game being like linear and like quest mission based is you get taken to a location that you want to spend some time in, but you can't. And you're like, damn it. Taash, a Qunari dragon hunter, lured a dragon from its lair with the team's help so that her fellow Lords of Fortune could steal its treasure. When Arntam poachers tried to take the drugged and sleepy dragon, Taash defended it and revealed her ability to breathe fire. As Taash joined the team, the surviving Arntam fled back to their leader, the Dragon King. Okay. Who's the Butcher? I guess we've got the Butcher and the Dragon King with word of a rare fire-breathing Qunari. I guess the Butcher is in Treviso with those Arntam, but then there's more, and they've got the Dragon King, and he'd be looking cool on that throne. But will he ever look as cool as the Dragon Age 2 Arashok? That is the pinnacle of imposing Qunari design. Will we ever have the Dragon King cut off a Viscount's head and throw it across a chamber at us? Let's find out. Got a new missive available. Rook. Treviso is blighted worse than we thought. Any hope of seeing what it was, even under occupation, the markets, the cafes, the people, is lost. And still the Arntam try to claim what survives. I have responsibilities to my house and my family I must fulfill. I hear what Hilario has learned of Zara while I'm here, though I suspect he is falling for false leads. Zara knows we are distracted. After that, I will return. Whatever else, House Delamorte will not break its contracts. Lucanus. We, totally, left Treviso to just get the worst fate ever, which is so tragic, but rock and a hard place decision, right? It seems that whatever happened between you choosing Treviso, you choosing Minrathous, is Rook has the dagger and they want the dagger, and that will allow the dragon to land so they could fuck it up. The problem with that is the Arntam would surely be able to still attack from the ground. I mean, they have nets and, you know, grapples and ways to down a dragon. We just played a mission that talks about that and addresses that. Unless they conveniently run out of those grapples. They said, fuck, we took all the grapples to Rivain. God damn it. And the storerooms are empty. But Minrathous also has giant space guns in the air. So if you went to Treviso instead, of Minrathous would conveniently be like, sorry, on that day the batteries were charging. Like, it's kind of an interesting choice that they're just unable to defend themselves without us being the specific reason that the dragon comes down, because they're after the lyrium dagger. But it, yeah, certainly makes things, certainly makes the game have those stakes, which is awesome in terms of there isn't just like plot armor to everything around you. Like, we are going through the story in a way that an entire location can end up being blighted on the choice that you make. I like that there is that to consider, that something so big can happen. It's not like, well, conveniently, you know, we're fine. There is actually suffering that can occur out of those choices, and you can feel that, especially with the way that a companion actually gets taken out of your party for a time to go and do stuff and to organize it and to fix it. I like that too. I think that that's really quite impactful. We got Taash's daily Adari health list. Same with Lucanus. We're getting their kind of daily routine. Taash's daily Adari health list. Take spindleweed pills for stomach, fire gland. Eat within 1 hour to stop pills from hurting appetite. Include something tart or sour, not wine. Make small flame while gargling mint water, and take embryon pills if making flame is painful. I think my funniest thing that I could comment about this right now is that Taash just has heartburn, and I relate. We'd be taking those pills for our heartburn. Get that acid reflux in a fiery way. Throughout the day, snack periodically. Include blood lotus pills if not eating something green and leafy, and meat is better than bread. After using the fire breath, embryon pills immediately to stop inflammation. I'm Vein tonic within 1 hour and no alcohol for at least 1 hour. Eat something green leafy at next meal to keep blood from thinning. And before bed, drink tea to soothe stomach, fire gland. Have snack before bed with embryon pills and get a good night's sleep. And if you don't have embryon pills, you seemingly are screwed. It's 3 a day. Well, actually, it's at least 3 because it says pills plural every time. So that's like at least 2 for adults. Antam versus Canary with notes from Shathan. So Shathan is Taash's mother, confirmed in that scene as well. And kind of an overly caring, doting mother, but also that's a mother. And being like, they obviously want to protect their kid. What are you doing breathing your fire around the Antam? Because that's going to be trouble. Most people think the Antam are like other Canary, but that's not true now that they've broken away from the Qun. They are very different. You could strengthen your thesis by adding in their attitudes toward the Qun and towards Bas, foreigners. Oh, interesting. So this is Taash at a teenage age talking about Antam versus Canary and getting the corrective notes from her mom. Taash was homeschooled because you broke away from you're not getting raised in Canary society. Normal Canary think the Qun is like a map or guide. The Antam think of it as orders. Could use more details. Orders must be followed or broken, while a map is a constant source of guidance. Normal Canary want to convert Bas. Antam want to kill them. I will add reading to your list regarding our people's war with Tevinter. In conclusion, normal Canary just want to live their lives. Antam want to kill everyone. We will work on adding specific examples next time. Yeah, Taash is very straightforward. That is very clear to see immediately. No. What if we added some more context? No. Canary just want to live their lives and Antam want to kill everyone. So, age 14, and I guess the Canary, the Antam, did they break away immediately after? So in 942, or did they break away maybe a year later? But I guess at the very least, well, when did the Antam break away from the... When did the Antam break away from the Qun? We don't have that answer specifically. We have age 14. Maybe if they got Taash to date their notes, then we'd be good. But there you go. I don't know specifically when, because I'm just trying to gauge Taash's age. How old is she? Taash talks. Dragon. Vinsoma. Appearance. Dark back and light underbelly. She's hard to see when underwater, like those whales. Diet. Squid or those big worms that burrow near the shore. Uses her lightning to stun prey. Jaws are more like a beak. Good to grip squishy stuff or crack shells. I think the lightning also helps her see down in the deep water. She does little crackles before she strikes. Behavior. She's hunting more than she needs. She's also not attacking Antam unless they get close to her lair. Then she kills them fast. I think she has dragonlings. Must be trying to keep them fed and not look for fights. Only reason a dragon stays that quiet is to protect her kids. Dragon's Breath and the Antam Schism. The official story of the Canary attack. Oh, we read that. Never mind. Yeah, I'll get out of that now. We read it. So we have Taash in our party now. We have a skill point. We're going to keep building into Mornwatch. We're going to acquire a new ultimate ability. Let's go. And I need to stop accidentally escaping the menu. Alright, new ultimate ability. No more fist bashing the ground. We now call upon the Mornwatch's occult knowledge to unleash a necrotic storm. I'm looking forward to that one. And now we have Taash. So, plumed plate mail. The scaled Viridium armor is built to last and difficult to breach, especially in close combat. Somehow it still looks expensive. So that sort of dragon scale vibe is fun. And the braid is like a tail, because look at that spike on the end of that braid. Also, I like the glass horn replacement. That's really fun. Neck breaker. Nothing is more precious to a Lord of Fortune than a weapon that is as beautiful as it is deadly. And treasure. The solid gold axe might fetch a fortune if it was melted down, but it's worth far more in the hands of a Lord of Fortune. Okay. In terms of skills, we have Spitfire, spits a searing burst of flame. We have Fortune's Favor, which grants invulnerable. We have Dragon Fire Strike, a fiery overhead strike that leaves enemies concussed, confused, and burning. Dragon's Roar, taunting enemies in the area, forcing them to focus their attacks on Taash. That would work really well by having the invulnerable thing. Then we have breathes out flames, igniting enemies with draconic fury, and applies burning. So, I mean, sorry, excuse me. Whichever way you want to spin this, there is a lot of fire happening. I think what we'll do in terms of skills, we'll have a detonation. We'll keep the fire breath. And we'll have Spitfire as well, which applies Overwhelm. So we'll go for more stat-based or like status-based attacks. So we'll level up our Flame Breath and level up the Dragon Fire Strike. Lovely. So, it is now time to find Emmerich in the Grand Necropolis. That is our next mission. Looks like Taash has a quest for us up this way, and Davrin has some dialogue for us, and there's also a quest this way. So I guess this will be Taash's... No, this is... Yeah, this is going to be Taash's room, I guess. Cool. Let's hang out at the lighthouse for a bit.
Usually have to dodge traps and fight spiders to see this much old elven stuff. Talk to Isabella if you want to sell any of it. She'll get you a good deal.
Spoken like a veteran treasure hunter.
Yep, for gold and glory. The lords make runs no one else can. Isabella's undies would catch fire if she saw all this.
She's quarterly invited to the lighthouse whenever she wants. So you said we could talk to her? How do we arrange that? Legacy characters? Let's talk to them. Nope.
So why do the Lords of Fortune care enough about dragons to have a dedicated dragon hunter?
Lots of great old crap ends up in dragon hordes.
Why do dragons care about gathering treasure? It's not like they go to the market.
Dragons like metals and gems. Anything glittery catches their eye.
So they're like really large magpies?
Kinda. And they live for centuries. Lots of time to gather a bunch of shiny crap. Plus all the gear carried by idiots who thought they could kill a dragon.
Bet you deal with a lot of nasty traps during those treasure hunts.
Yep.
What's the most complicated one you've dealt with?
Old elven armory. Had letters on tiles. Probably supposed to spell out the name of a god or something.
Probably.
I don't read elven. Found handholds in the ceiling and swung across.
That sounds more like a puzzle than a trap.
Ugh. Puzzles.
That's funny. So we're going for... It's such a... You know, not with the Qun, but it's such a Canary mindset. It's so brawny.
You've got the right idea going across the ceiling. Varric and I ran into an old elven puzzle once while we were hunting for Solus. There were these talking statues.
Riddles?
One only lied, one only told the truth, I think.
Ugh. What'd you do?
Varric gave them an autographed copy of his book. Turns out he's really popular in the Fade.
Nice.
That's gotta be the funniest line of dialogue that we've gotten so far, and it was Varric related, so I'm not surprised. he gave them signed copies of Heart and Hightown. We did see, I'm wondering if that's a reference to the fact that when in Inquisition, during Trespasser, you can read a Heart in Hightown chapter in the Fade, in one of the like elven library sections. It feels like that is like a cheeky little reference to that, which is fun.
Glad to have a treasure hunter on the team. You're stealing stuff for us, not from us, right?
Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves.
I mean, aren't you, though?
Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten ruins and crap. And we make sure we're not screwing over a culture that lost it. That's what my mother does with the Qunari stuff.
So, your mother appraises Qunari artifacts the Lords of Fortune find?
Yeah. She tells them how rare something is, how much it might be worth. Also tells them if they found something cultural.
Cultural?
You know, important. Stuff you don't want going to some rich noble's collection. The Lords send that stuff back to the Qunari in Parvalin. They pay the Lords a finder's fee.
Just a finder's fee?
Yep.
But the Lords at the top could be charging anything for these artifacts and you wouldn't know.
I know what happened to the last Lord who bled a contact. That's enough. The Lords are good people. They helped my mother when she came here from Kantar. She got here with nothing but me and the clothes on her back. The only skill she had was Qunari history. The Lords gave her work.
How does the Rivain Royal Guard feel about the Lords of Fortune?
They used to complain about us. But that was before the Antam invaded Rivain.
And now Rivain sees the benefits of having a bunch of heavily armed people on their side.
Same for the Pirate Armada. It's bigger than Rivain's official navy. But we're also helping save old artifacts. The Antam are burning ruins as they move south. We get artifacts out before the Antam destroy them. Magical stuff. Cultural stuff. Stuff you don't want to lose.
Get some rest. We'll be in the thick of it soon enough.
Okay, I was gonna go back to Rivain later. Got a thing to do for my mother. You can come along, if you want.
Do I need to be ready for combat? Or traps?
Or puzzles?
Alright. Just let me know when.
Any puzzles we should watch out for? Now that was some good old-fashioned talk to your companions, go investigate, get to know them. That was good. That was good shit. I liked that. I liked having a companion added and immediately being like, let's shoot the shit. Let's just ask a couple of questions, get to know you, what's going on with you, and establish a foothold and, you know, establish a relationship between two characters there. That was really good. When I do this, I get Mass Effect Andromeda sprint flashbacks. It's all on the same engine. Okay, let me have a look. Taash with a quest and also another quest. Davrin has timed thing, and I think I can level up. Can we rank up at this point?
The fires are lit.
Enchantment! Empowering the workshop. Alright, we can now enchant items in my inventory. Enchantment! We can almost upgrade. What is the deal with enchantment? Hang on a second. So unlocks at rank 6, so you get even more. Can you just put them on? Is this just free? Is this just for free? It's just for free, is it? I'm not seeing a cost anywhere. It's not taking any of those points at the top of my screen. You can just swap resistances at will. We'll put on necrotic resistance when we eventually go to the necropolis for the Mornwatch, which I think is going to be next anyway. So I'll do that. I mean, why would you not ever do enchantment at this point if it's free? I thought it was going to cost resources or something, so that's fun. I'll do some of this and then we'll talk with Davrin. Alright, that's enchantment and upgrades done. So enchantment is cool in this game. We can't upgrade our companion abilities, or companion's equipment, or our abilities yet because we need to be rank 5, but the enchantments are shared across your weapons, equipment, and stuff like that, at least from what I can see for now. So, you know, like your face paint and your armor, that has the same type of enchantments. The rings and the weapons, they all have... so you can't, like, stack the same enchantments on different equipment. You can only have different ones that are available, which is pretty good. But there's more than enough to go around. Hello, Hassan.
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
Huh. We've already had the optional and missable dialogue in our first mission with him that he does, like, had all those nug carvings in the nest. So it seems that my character also has memory problems.
Well, you could just bring along a really big sword.
Only if you know what to do with it. You hit a rageling in the flank, you'll just send him into a frenzy.
And these will help.
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
The real Monster Hunter manual. Okay. Well, that Davrin's like, a big sword's good, but only if you know how to use it.
Who are you doing it for?
Balmor, that imbecile in Teventer, lecturing on things he doesn't know about. And Ludric over in Rivain thinks taking a rock wraith down with a lucky shot makes him a champion.
Yeah, Ludric and his ego.
You ever met Ludric?
Well...
Because he's been dead 300 years, living off the legend of one fluke arrow.
Oh, I just wanted to make you feel better.
My reward is showing these idiots how it's done.
Just remember, it's spelled R-O-O-K. The hero who took down the gods.
That chapter's going to be mine.
Where's the Gloom Howler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler, boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Hassan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Makes sense. You'll learn to fight by fighting.
I don't know another way. Out there in the world, you sink or swim.
Can a half-lion, half-eagle swim?
Don't know. Hassan?
Which half was that?
Search me. Both halves share the same stomach.
Right. See you around.
It's spelt R-O-O-K. That's right. Make sure in the history books when I take down the gods and you put me in the Monster Hunter bestiary, you put my nickname that people call me and not my actual name. Yeah, that Rook, he was great. Just like the Inquisitor and the Champion of Kirkwall and the Warden of Ferelden. We are our titles and our nicknames because we have to be. We're not going to do the Fallout 4 approach where it's like, you have 200 names that are pre-recorded.
You're up late.
You're awake to notice.
Can't sleep. I know. I'm awake to ask.
I sleep when I can get it. And this place, it's too quiet for that.
Way too quiet and peaceful. Who knows what's hiding in the walls? Seriously. Okay, what works then? How do you sleep?
I don't know. Chase the right bastard through the wrong ritual? It'll knock you right out. Of course, you might wake up with a new accessory.
Hey, nice.
Did you get the bastard?
Yeah, I got him. It's not the quiet. I never could sleep once work gets in my head. But what's got you up at night?
Same. Can't sit still. Can't stop thinking about everything.
There's always something to chase. Restlessness catches. Get one person in a room nervous, the whole place twitches. One person can't sleep. It's only getting later. Get out while you can.
And if it's already too late?
Don't tell me you're a lost cause.
I might be.
I know the feeling.
You can't really tell if it's night. There's no moon. There's no darkness. Can we turn off the lights in this place if we want to talk about it being late? I wonder if there's some magical lighthouse stuff that you could do to make it be more nighttime. There's a whisper in this wall. I've got my eye on it, Nev. Alright, interesting. I like the detective wall on the back with the string. Time to go into photo mode so we can look at this a bit better. Who's that? That is not Morrigan either, because that's gotta be Flemeth, because the hair is longer. It's not grey hair, but I mean, semantics. It's gotta be, because that's the face plate. And Morrigan's wearing it currently. That's great. Blighted Elven Gods. Triangles. More triangles. Oh, notes that are in gibberish. I like to think that the language in Thedas, when they're speaking English, it's like a level of basic that like we're understanding, and it's translated for us in our modern ears, but they're actually speaking in fucking Latin or something. More triangles. It would certainly help me to come to that rationalization to avoid the whole thing that they're going in when they had my rook say oof. And the stuff that we have Taash say, at least at the moment. What's really lovely about this little detective map that we have is this is the original Thedas world map too, because this is the area that we could see in Dragon Age Origins. Orzammar over there, and the Frostback Mountains and the coastlands. Redcliffe Village, the hinterlands. How cool. And details that you can mostly see when you get a nice little chance to zoom in. And I like that a lot. The details that are tucked around here is what I'm specifically looking for. You know, I really want to be able to get into stuff that they hide around with objects, because it's always fun to see whether they're doing like little Mass Effect or Dragon Age Easter eggs in each other's games, or, you know, tidbits like that, like a picture of Mythal on the wall. Shadow Dragons. We have case notes. Good word. Gallus, I hired you to find a book, a single book, hardly a tall order. If you rely on word of mouth to secure your employment, and given your address, you must do so dearly, then you need that word to be good. I'm sorry to say that won't come from me. Hecticus Terran. An unsent response from Nev. You hired me to find a book, and I did. You now know exactly where it is. The catch is, I figured it out quick that this specific copy and the notes it contains isn't yours. You didn't hire a thief. Now, if you want a copy of the book in general, I can get you a name. As for my good name in your opinion, I'll live. Oh, lovely. Surprise hiccup attack. Nev, I hired you to get a book. I found the book, but I will not steal it. We have some trap plans. Spinning blades at head height by mirror. Blades good. Bad. Maybe won't kill blighted gods. Bad might kill us by accident. No. Pressure plate next to exit of mirror room. Poison dart. Flames. Reliable. But some of the stuff we're fighting floats and pressure plates get sticky and require maintenance. No. Door with wire attached to bucket on hook at ceiling. Bucket filled with those mushrooms Asan likes. They fall on target. Asan raises alarm and attacks/eats. Teamwork is good. But Davrin might be mad and mushrooms are stinky. No. For humans? Oh, hang on. Here we go. So we have, spinning blades at head height, number 1, for humans. 2, which is floating things. Ask Nev if floating stuff would still trigger pressure plate from magic pushing down. And 3, which is stinky mushrooms. Why do they smell like worms? We got the little notes at the end. Lovely. Okay. Good conversation. Asan is back outside, and we're going to now check in on Taash's room. See what her part of the lighthouse looks like, and also get another quest. Nice. We got dragon statues and Kunari-themed luggage. The storage room. Oh man, it's pretty grim in here. You want some better lighting than this? Or maybe you like this, I don't know. Help for Treviso. Hey Taash. We've been trying to get supplies to the crows in Treviso, but the crows who were supposed to pick up the supplies here in Rivain never reported in. If you and your fancy new friends have the time, could you check it out? The drop point was over on the coast. For gold and glory. Isabella. Oh, Isabella. Alright, for gold and glory. And a broken alluvian in here too.
Hey, you heard of the Hall of Valor? It's a fighting arena with the lords.
Interesting.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Oh, okay. Hey, Hall of Valor. Pretty cool. Wanna come? Okay, so we have Companion Quest, which is Return to Rivain, so taking some time on the beach to blow off some steam, figuratively and literally. This quiet moment offers a chance to get to know her better. I think we'll do that straight away. That way we can have a very Taash-focused episode, and then we can go get Emmerich and have an Emmerich-focused episode if he also has a Companion Quest after this. And the Lords of Fortune want to help the Crows fight the Antam in Treviso, but the Antam in Rivain have their own plans. And the Hall of Valor in Rivain offers fighters a chance to test their skills against spirits. We have a little, like, Colosseum. Training area in Rivain run by the Lords of Fortune and friendly spirits of valor. Cool. So we have a region quest. So we've got a few things that we can do in Rivain. Probably good to get onto that before we end up missing out on things. So who knows when that'll happen again. But yes. Quite dark in here. Not the best skylight ever. Alright, Taash in Rivain it is. Let's go. Alright, heading to Rivain. I think we will bring Harding, because I don't know if we'll get it, but there's a part of me that's like, maybe Harding and those previous Inquisition adventures with the Iron Bull might have some correlation with companion dialogue. We're like, we used to have another Canary working with us once upon a time. He was pretty fun. So we'll see. We'll have Taash and Harding, see if they're a dynamic duo or not. Okay, so meeting Taash on the beach. Now that is Taash's specific companion quest, but if we take a look around, We have crew agents for recovering supplies, and another quest, and another quest. So there you go. Let's take a look. I think now we can finally get Taash to use her companion ability. Oh, and look, Harding can do this, but I've already done it when I was here last with my magical dagger. Ignite this, please. Damn. You can do that from all the way back there. Weathered journal page. I hate keeping watch here. Tops doesn't believe me, but I swear that statue's eyes follow me at night. Why'd they build a castle around that thing anyway? I may be a city elf from Valrio, but even I know the Dread Wolf when I see him. Warden Mel. So that's another note from Warden Mel. So we're getting some Steel Age era stuff, which is fun. So a city elf warden who knows of the Dread Wolf.
The Dreadwolf's everywhere, isn't he?
Rivain is on pretty good terms with the Dalish clans. We get elven stuff here and there.
So I guess it's like a thing where ancient elves, maybe like followers of Solus, were like, yes, let's put some secret little treasure things around. Nug, get out of here, Nug.
Good going, Taash.
So this isn't like actual. I don't think we're going up against Darkspawn, but just kind of like drowned, zombied enemies. But like these guys just look like the basic Darkspawn without the Darkspawn stuff. They got a very similar vibe, but we're dealing with drowned zombies. They're different. They swear. They're only going to behave exactly the same.
Get out of there!
Templar's ritual kit. Templar's ritual kit prepared with dangerously blighted red lyrium. The box itself is weathered, but the tools within remain in pristine condition. The Templars and their red lyrium, eh?
Everybody good?
I guess it doesn't necessarily matter about choices we made with Templars and the mages and the Seekers and all of that kind of stuff, and the Divine, because it's all Southern drama, but it does leave you wondering. How do we get in here? How do we get in here? Well, we can't swim, so it's not going to be swimming. Oh, I didn't realize you were going to talk. Hold on a minute. I'm going to give myself an ability, Reaper, for detonation. Let's do that, and let's put it over this one, I reckon, for now, and then that applies Overwhelm. This is a detonation, so is Groundbreaker.
The Armada and the Antom Navy have destroyed a lot of each other's ships. Good for salvagers, bad for sailors.
And gorgeous visually. I want to go to there.
Taash, when did you start breathing fire?
When I was a toddler, started doing it like burping.
Diaper changes must have been exciting.
My mother would do it outside. She'd splash me with water first.
And you were okay with that? You didn't fuss?
Nah, I liked the water. Cool, sharp. Learned to swim before I learned to walk.
Interesting. So, very, very young age.
On your right! Someone follow up! They're behind you!
Watch for incoming!
They're hitting us from afar!
Ready!
Nice, Rook!
Oh, I like that Reaper ability.
One for us.
Nice and strong. Our agents of the Crows are definitely dead. Bloodstain note, Viago. Since you said you had weaponry covered, we've sent mostly alchemical supplies. This should give you what you need for those lovely little traps you've been springing on your new friends in Treviso. You can send your team to our agreed-upon drop spot at the waterfall in the cliff tops. Here's to causing trouble for the Untarmed wherever they are. Isabella. Wow. Since you had weaponry covered, here's alchemical supplies.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
Looks like they were ambushed.
Bloodspear note. It was Kataranda herself chased us in here. We got food and water for a day or two, but Jonas is hurt bad. I think she got Mirabelle. How does something that big come out from nowhere?
Ready for a fight? There we go! Finish him!
You got it. Get clear. Your turn. Nice shot. You got him, Taash.
I absolutely love the, like, never use your fire breath. And then the fire breath is a combat ability. Because why would the fire breath not be a combat ability, you know? Because it's so cool. It is just kind of funny. It's like, what did I tell you? Never use it. She's just like, screw you, Mom. I'm gonna fire breath on everyone now.
This is a weird question, but do you think I could sit on your shoulders in battle one day?
Why?
I could shoot at people and you could axe them. We'd be walking artillery. Unstoppable.
Oh. Oh. Yes.
That's funny. Harding immediately going for the... So, what if you let me sit on your shoulders and we just had a great time?
right.
What does igniting that do, I wonder? It does something. Alright.
Some
It's
kind
definitely-
of puzzle with torches or fires or something. I get treasure out of it.
Oh, okay. I see. Taash talks puzzles. Taash loves puzzles. I hate puzzles. But a lot of spirits in Rivain love them. The seers say the spirits want to encourage Rivain to uphold traditions, paying respects to old cultural stuff. My mother once said it's because spirits don't understand the world. They're trying to figure out the rules so everything makes sense. I think it's old-fashioned. Putting a treasure chest behind a puzzle that makes you do some old cultural thing doesn't make the world make sense. Why can't they just put all the treasure chests behind waterfalls like they're supposed to? Yes. Oh, no. No, don't read that. Nothing was added by Emmerich. Ah, they did it again. They did the Emmerich thing again, dude. But isn't it fascinating to see how our cultural practices inform the spirits, who in turn reinforce those practices with us? I don't know how Emmerich sounds. I only know how he looks, so I can only guess. That's a double on Emmerich. And this one is slightly more forgivable because you unlock the ability to recruit Taash and Emmerich at the same time, but Davrin is first. Yes, indeed. The game probably expects you to try and rush to recruit all your companions, but then as soon as I realized that going through the main quest to recruit the companions ended up having me avoid miss out on side quests, I slowed down. Alright, so we have 1 skull, 2 skull, 3 skull. And as you can see, this one has 3 skeletons. This is an environmental puzzle for babies. So this first one just has the 1 skeleton.
Got it.
So this one first. And then we're looking for the double skeleton, which will just be this one. Because why wouldn't it be?
Yep.
Hey, truffles. I guess if we trade in the truffles with the Grey Wardens because of Hassan, we'll get more reputation there. And then this one.
Look, we got a new door. Bet there's something good on the other side.
I will say, any puzzle or environmental blockage in this game so far has been just child's play levels of problem solving. Nothing that's really made my brain wrinkle. Dwarven key upgraded. Pirate grave marker. Here lies Ty. He died as he lived, saying, "Hold my grog. We buried what was left. Help yourself to his stuff. Goodbye, Ty. I'll see you soon. Love, Reese." Alright, we got a staggering Vitar. Nice. Guess I'll put my necrotic resistance on this one then, won't I? Now, does Taash get Vitar? I think it's just... yeah. And then it'll be a trinket slot. Okay. A while ago, I spoke about Canary and helmets and how I was like, we only have the Vitar, and I'm like, damn it. And the reason why I thought maybe we'd be able to get helmets is only because of Iron Bull. He gets 1 helmet in Inquisition, and I didn't play as a Canary, so I didn't know that it wasn't the same thing. So Iron Bull gets a helmet. So, you know, it is possible. And then we see Canary helmets, you know, in this game, but we are a Vitar Canary, so we're not allowed. We have a quest here. Grey Warden stuff. Warden Grey's final repose. Okay. What is this? Notes in an old fortress tell the story of the first Canary Grey Warden. Oh, cool. The the first Canary Grey Warden, as well as the demon that drove the Wardens away. That's so good for my character. Do we just pick those up? We did. Man, maybe I might save this quest and have Davrin. Sharksmouth Fort 1, the Grey Warden. Get it? Actual Grey Warden. After agreeing that the Darkspawn are a threat, the Canary sent their first Warden recruit. He had trouble living under the restrictions of his homeland, from what little we gather. He should fit right in with the rest of the Wardens. I don't know what he cares about Warden ideals, but he's a great fighter. He passed the joining and even helped kill an ogre coming up through the volcano. The only thing left is to give him a name. The Canary are normally named after their jobs, he says, so we're calling him Grey for now. Always wondered when the Canary first joined the Wardens. Good to see even the Canary took the blight seriously. Yes. Alright, so Davrin puts a little codex note in there. In regards to... Oh, it's just finding all of the notes, so it's not even... Okay. I guess Davrin will just leave his notes on the codex entries, so we don't specifically need him to be in the party. Just always keeping it in mind of companions. God, we found another one. They're just dropping these Vitar on us.
Another of those Fen'Harel altars.
Under certain lighting conditions, my armor gets white instead of silver. And it unsettles me. Stop that right now. Oh, yes. Right, there's no fall damage in this game, by the way. There is only the fade to black. It's a little bit silly.
You're never far from the water in Rivain, one way or another.
It's a good thing we haven't had Lucanus in our party in such a long time, because we've had these rift things that we don't even need him for. I have my dagger for that. That would have bugged me. Yeah, we've really just been pushing hard into the specialization and ignoring everything else at the moment. More necrotic damage. Convert shield toss to deal necrotic damage. Perfect throw. Upgrades duration abilities. Killing an enemy spawns a necrotic projectile that follows enemies. Okay. There's some stuff here. I think I'll grab some of this, and then we'll probably look at the rest of the skill tree. Not secret behind a waterfall, but a secret in front of the waterfall. Yeah. Okay.
What? How?
Yeah. Well, don't ask me, ask Lucanus, but he's not here. Nice. Epic axe. Antum orders. The boss here attempt to help the boss in Treviso. I will not have the butcher complaining that I am hindering his efforts. Gillenane does not reward those who fail. Find the crows and these supplies and bring them to the Warden Fort. We will deliver both to the Butcher to show that the Antam who serve Penshanik are worthy of greatness. Whoa, hang on. Is this the first we're learning that the Antam are aligned with our blighted elven gods? Gillenane does not reward those who fail.
Looks like the Antam got the supplies that were meant for the crows.
We need to get those supplies back and pay back the Antam.
Am I misreading that? Because that would explain a lot about the Antam not helping out with Treviso getting attacked. They went, yes, elven superior gods. Is that... I may be misunderstanding? Because if that was the case, I would expect a bit more of a reaction from Rook to be like, hang on a minute, the Antam and the blighted gods that have escaped from their prison, don't forget that, they, you know, have paired up with the elven gods. Well, I mean, we'll see. We shall fast travel to this beacon.
Sup?
Sup? Yeah, we're not going to do that. Hold your horses. We're doing other things before we do that. Oh, is it because Taash is now... Ah, there we go.
Gotcha.
Taash was still, like, kind of hanging out near their quest marker.
Did Varric write that book?
What book?
At lunch. You were reading.
Huh.
Oh, no. Definitely not Varric's. Varric has good taste.
What is it? Is it a sex book?
No, it's not that.
Okay.
It's got a lot of blood and gore.
Ooh.
Lie. Harding's reading a Cassandra-style book. Oh, we've got another puzzle. They always come in threes, it seems. We had the 3 statues that were faced in particular ways. We had the 3 skull things. Now we've got 3 torches. Okay, look around. And I guess we have to do the torches in a specific order. 3 environmental puzzles. And they are all pretty much the same. It's like 3 things that are based on position. We'll look at what those torches are actually for. And... oh, here we go. Well, there you go. That opens that gate. Big boy down there. Shortcut ladder. Alright, what's the deal? Interesting. Do we just light them? Is it not even... I thought that maybe we'd have to, like, find something that would relate to it. I guess we just light them. Oh, it's... okay. It's when you activate one, it turns off... Oh, that was really hard. The Warden Vault. Now we've got that with green flame. What does the Warden Vault quest say? Deep beneath the Grey Warden Fortress on the Rivain coast, long abandoned treasure waits for any who might claim it. So there's 3 locks, okay? We will finish that quest line with Davrin, and I guess that was the quest that was waiting for us here. So there's another lock here, another lock there, the supplies and notes. I'm going to go back to, in that case, I'm going to go back to this beacon, and we're just going to have Davrin in the party to replace Harding, because I think we could potentially have some Davrin-focused dialogue in this case. Alright, Davrin is with us, so we can look into the Warden-related stuff now. Oh! Oh, and we can clear this out of the way, and there was another one earlier somewhere.
You're dead now! That's Rook's kill!
It is.
Got it.
That's sick. Melt that for me. Okay. Ah, this is the vault.
But I'll bet the Warden's left a clue around here to open it.
Okay, this is the vault. A lot of chests in there. Journal of a Thief. I've been here 3 days now, and I'm so close I can feel it. The treasure the old records talked about is just behind this door. The seals are the key. Find the matching ones, and the door should open. They're hidden around the castle. It's almost like the bones are watching me, waiting for me to find these seals. If I get this open, I can go back to Kirkwall, rich enough to buy the Viscounty, the Viscounty. Running low on food, ate some of the local plants. My guts are feeling weird. Just going to close my eyes for a minute. Oh, there you go. Alright, so matching seals. So we have 1 of 3. Green flame. We got some veil fire happening here. Well, alright then.
So, Taash, you're the dragon hunter of this outfit.
Yep. And you do monsters.
Seems our work's going to overlap.
No, it's not. I handle dragons. You kill monsters. And darkspawn.
Dragons are monsters.
What? No, dragons are natural. Been around longer than we have. Darkspawn and monsters are just Vashidon that came later.
Fair enough, but I'll handle any archdemons we meet.
Fine. But I get to help.
Dragons are not monsters, they're natural, which is very cool and true. If they're blighted dragons, we can consider that to be a different story. Whoa. Hello. Okay. We have a dead spirit. Taking a little flame. Where are you going? Okay. We've gone... We've gone where I can't get to? Where's that flame guy going? Hold on a minute. Oh, is it going here? To where these butterflies are? Oh, here. Oh. Oh, now going to that spot? So, yeah, we're just going and playing chasey. Yeah, yep. Oh no. Oh, where are you going now? Going this way? Oh god, it went really quick. Okay, here. Nice. reveals a seal. Okay, cool. Well, that guy that ate the weird plant was never going to get that, was he? Alright, let's get the third one. Melt this out of the way. Please? Ah! You got me. It's a good thing I don't take fire damage.
I'll need a wisp.
Oh. I'll need a wisp. Is that something I actually need Nev's help for? Oh, it doesn't. No, it doesn't pop up with an R1 prompt though. But wisp. I can't remember what Nev's ability actually is because it's been a little while. But Nev has wisps, right? Pensionek the Blood Eater, you've got my supplies, boy.
On your guard.
That's one way to deal with timing damage and parries.
Take him out! I'm good to go.
Take him down.
They're at range.
Ready.
One of the crows is still alive.
Ooh. Captain
good.
Crow. Researcher's coach. Maybe not. Crow in the corner. Crow in the corner. In a cage. Crow in a cage. Hello?
The Antam kept me alive so they could use me to trick Rivain into sending more supplies. I didn't think anyone was coming.
The Lords of Fortune wouldn't abandon you. It's the least we could do for the crows.
Thank you for your timely arrival. I'll get the supplies to Treviso and pay back the Antam there.
Very nice. Golden Glory done. So that chest is getting up there. And we'll go up here for our next part of the quest.
Gotcha. Looks like we made a door.
Well, I would not say a door. I'd say more a... Oh, the wisp that we need. Alright, there you go. Bring the wisp to a receptacle. Okay, now we go back. I'll take this wisp to the receptacle. So not a Nev ability, just... Rook is very astute. He's like, I need a wisp. Oh god, no, it... Oh my god, it's on a timer. Why is the wisp on a timer? Oh my god. Oh! No! Oh, that's cool. You know, I could have just reached in there myself, but that is a much cooler way to do it, I guess. Eternal Wail, and our last crest. A disturbing carving of a screaming figure. If held against the wind, it emits a howl that sends a shiver along the listener's spine. Cool. This has been some fun exploration today, I think. I've quite... I take it back. Been quite fun. Crystalline Great Axe, a Tevinter artisan's reimagining of a dwarven axe that marries hefty metals with a blade of razor-sharp magical crystals.
There.
Nice.
Whatever the warden sealed, we've opened.
And we shall be looking. Alright, let's go back to the vault. Alright, open this bad boy. What do we got in here? Chests. Big old octopus shield. Taash levels up. We have petrified dragon's egg. Cool. The shape and markings clearly identify this as a dragon's egg, but the object has been petrified not by age, but by magic. Okay, Taash, I will continue to push into this region. Cool down on fire breath and burning damage 25% or duration 100%. That's quite fun. Let's do duration. That'd be great on just like burning a boss that stood there. Oh, and their Lyrium Dagger open chests. Crooky Tail's Crest, a unique ring. While flaming weapons is active, charged attacks deal fire damage in an area around the target, but removing flame weapons. Okay. In tribute to a beloved, once thought extinct friend, fire, and lots of it. Okay. I could go for that. Got the hands coming out of the chest though. Ooh, Weishaupt's Wall. We got some heavy armor. This, which we might be able to now take our appearance off to enjoy this. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. The armor is the heaviest plate employed by the Grey Wardens. According to Warden lore, no Warden has fallen while wearing it. Noted. Let's not be the first. Cool. And Trust Finery. Nice. For Taash. Okay. Let's take a look at that close up. Appearance-wise, we'll definitely put on the original set. But very nice. Got some cool stuff. Yeah, chest that is Lyrium Dagger sealed. While it's a gameplay mechanic to use the Lyrium Dagger to engage with stuff, it also has lore implications. Because we use the Lyrium Dagger for specific things. So that's pretty cool. Alright, we have done that. We have another note to find. It is funny to see me in with a Warden shield and in Warden armor, and I'm currently a Morn Watch. Obviously, by the time we actually unlock and acquire our Morn Watch related armor, that's what I'll do for like transmog and gear appearance. But this is good for now. Hey, settle down. No. I'm busy. I'm busy, mate. You settle down, will ya? What if I decline? Simmering Sight Charm, not Simmering Shite. Sharksmith Fort 2, the Eruption. Taash added something to this one. A seer warned us of a darkspawn horde gathering in the tunnels in Sharksmith. The fighting was fierce, more darkspawn than we'd seen in years. They would have overwhelmed us, but the seer called on spirits to awaken the volcano. Warden Grey was more scared of the seer than he was of the Hurlocks. Canary have a particular fear of mages and demons, but Grey still protected the seer until her ritual was complete. I'm watching lava pour from the jaws of Sharksmith as I write this. whenever you have a word that has mouth in it, but it's one word, I always feel like it's the shark's myth, because that's like the English way of pronouncing that, like Portsmouth, not Portsmouth. I would be more inclined to call it shark's mouth if it was two words, or if mouth was also capitalized, you know? It would make sense that you would call a volcano shark's mouth because of the nature of a volcano. You know, I guess I'll just call it shark's mouth, and I'll get over my thing with it being one word. I'm watching lava pour from the jaws of Shark's Mouth as I write this. It'll be years before the Darkspawn find another way to the surface. The seer said the eruption would anger some spirits, but we'll deal with that as we must. Added by Taash. Seers awakening a volcano? A Canary believer protecting a mage? Would have lost money twice. I would not bet on that happening. That's fun. We got Charm, Lords of Fortune, spin tales of old magic trapped within these charms. Though the stories are suspect, the item certainly attracts attention. So rally party stuff. Awesome, and we'll continue to go around.
About to get fun.
Freemarch's Guardian.
A sight you never see hunting in the deep roads. I'm in the wrong business.
Warden's Key. The Griffin gives its wearer strength while allowing them to lock out fears they may face. And we got a memento as well. Said to warn respectful owners against threats, it sometimes faces different directions without being moved. Freemarch's Guardian. Shale?
Trouble coming our way.
Moves and pigeons on it as well. Proving Steel. Just like enjoying the necrotic synergy. Bye, on Tom. I'll see you later. Alright, time to do Taash's quest. Time on the beach to blow off steam. Moody.
Hey. Some for you. Some for you. Hey, don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
I wasn't expecting...
What?
I don't know. You with the birds, this is fun.
Oh. Good.
Can I help?
Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic, or...?
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Untarm called you a Dari.
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks Adari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds. My mother left the Qun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
The Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want. Don't scare them.
Oh. Oh no.
Do you miss living with the Qun?
Not much to miss.
Fuck.
I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me.
I was just not thinking. Alright, step lightly.
There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Qunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antam, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Qun. There you go. Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Free approval.
The birds just ate. Scare them any more than you already did and they'll be crapping everywhere.
We'll get the one disapproval, the one scare. There's stuff over there.
What the crap is that?
The Antar must be marking their territory.
Not on my beach. Vash Vatari! Come on. These banners need to burn. Got it.
It's a useful breath.
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
They're still there.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
Oh, I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
I guess that's the trade-off for being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
Cat? Hello, random cat. A lost poem, translated from Kunlat. Slow blink seems to say, I'm going to eat you, little fish. Purr, soft, soothing friend. Did we have Taash write a poem for the cat that seems to linger around here? Because that's pretty cute. Gotta do a better job at melting those banners, though. Evanier's altar. Okay. What's that? Did I miss that? What was that? It's like below here. Can I get to this? Went right past it. Did I go right past it? There we go. Gonna miss out on a health increase. Another skill point. So I reckon what I'll do is upgrade to this one. Level required 30 to push even further into that. So we went real far to get to the specialization. So we'll level up earlier stuff now.
An untimed supply cache. Too bad it's locked up.
Burn it.
Watch.
Burn it. How about those pills that you need after all of this fire breathing?
Wow. It burned right through it.
Yep. Melt some metals, not all.
How would you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby.
You need green and leafy foods now, according to your
More birds
thing.
to feed?
Something like that.
Dragon?
Karash, it's Taash. I brought food.
Avatash,
Oh.
it's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. He's a friend.
A friend. All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
No good being stuck in the rain. You gonna be okay?
My shelter is enough. It's better for me than being inside.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Qun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
Be careful out here. We saw banners from unarmed patrols.
I saw them. They did not see me. I will stay safe.
Okay. Let me know if they bother you.
I am at peace, Avatash. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Avatash.
Panaheydan. I'll see you soon.
Cat!
So, the dragon hunter has a softer side.
The Qun says you take care of people.
So, you're a little canary, a little Rivain, and a little dragon?
Yeah?
So potentially the cat belongs to our other canary friend here, and that's poetry written by him. Somewhere out there, Sten approves. Point out challenges of living in different worlds and point out the strengths of living in different worlds.
Not always easy, is it?
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing. So what's not always easy?
I went from being a Navaran street kid to protecting the Veil with the Morn Watch, and now helping a team fight elven gods. Just once, I'd like to be one thing, you know?
Yeah. I had to take Kunari language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the Kunari and Rivain were at peace. Now the Antam have broken from the Qun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
But to the Antam, you and I are just for Shoth, right?
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying the Kunari-related dialogue with a companion, because this is a first for me, because we had Iron Bull in Inquisition as a companion, but we were obviously playing as an elf. So getting an actual Kunari to Kunari dynamic is really enjoyable, because I like that they can casually talk about their common knowledge of the Kunari. So I approve of that for sure. That's really fun. A lost poem, translated from Kunlat. Look beyond the sea, white clouds race across the sky, forget cannon smoke. Are the poems written by that guy? Potentially. While we're reading, we'll read the things that we just picked up. Hey, the Divine art card. which is the Chantry versus the Qun. An excerpt from Tov Ashoth, a guide for Qunari leaving the Qun, written by Seer Rowan with notes from Shathan, translated from Kunlat. As you learn of the world outside the Qun, you will hear people speak of the Maker and the Chantry. In some ways, these are like the Qun under which you grew up. The Chantry is not like the whole of the Qun, it is instead like our priests and scholars. Outside the Qun, the military is controlled by a ruler, like the King of Rivain, while building and farming are controlled by merchants. If this strikes you as inefficient, you understand it correctly. Imagine an Athlock worker and an Asala priest arguing over how to build a library with no triumvirate to settle their disputes fairly. The Chant of Light teaches that the world was created by the Maker, a divine figure who then left the world to dwell in the Fade. By the Maker means that something surprising has happened, while Maker willing is hoping for good fortune. The Maker is not a spirit or a demon. Suggesting this might be the case makes Chantry priests very unhappy. Andraste was a warrior and scholar who received visions of the Chant of Light, much like Coslin understanding the principles of the Qun. She spread the chant across the south. The core principles of the Chantry are to be kind to one another, to spread word of the Chant of Light, much like the Qun was meant to spread, and not to let mages rule over others. This is interpreted differently in different countries. In the south, mages were kept in captivity, restricted almost like our Sarabas. In Rivain, mages simply must renounce any claim to rule as a noble. And in Tevinter, Chantry priests say that the Chant of Light only restricts mages from ruling for evil, and mages are free to rule. This has led to a split between the Chantry there and in other places, of course. It is reassuring to see that the Qun is not the only way of life broken by institutional corruption, which is very fair. I like that. Mementos. We have the Qunari knife. While initial evaluations dramatically presume the well-sharpened blade was for sinister purposes, looking at you, Brother Rondus, the device is strikingly similar to one used by Rivaini bakers to cut flatbread. It's bread. A lot more balancing in this game than I ever thought that there would be. They really wanted to make you balance a lot on stuff. Oh, I won't scare the birds away. We're delivering food to the birds again? But I scared those once. So we skip those. Careful now.
Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't.
Or is there a problem that we're here?
You know what I meant.
She always did like the grumpy ones. In truth, Evitash's tastes are quite varied, although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antam.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again. Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Qunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panahedan, Evitash. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
The classic mother being like, "You're hanging out with a boy. But my daughter is always like those boys." We use the terminology of my daughter was always playing around with all the other boys, not being a girly girl. Why aren't you playing with the Barbie dolls, Taash?
So it's uncommon for you to be interested in men, but not unheard of?
Huh. Well, thanks for coming. We should get back.
Thanks for having me along. Maybe we can do this again.
Right? Yep.
Someone's awkward. Fire on the sands. Taash spent time on the Rivain coast feeding the birds and practicing her fire breathing. An encounter with her mother, Shathan, showed that they do not always get along, but have each other's best interests at heart. And we got strong arm. Canary cavalry armor customized for a Lord of Fortune. One golden arm packs a punch while the other's free to snatch up the spoils of war. What does this look like? Let's take a look. We got the Canary turtleneck. Alright. It's slim fitting, that one. There you go. I've picked a couple of romance options, and I picked a couple of romance options with Nev. I haven't really decided if there's a romance I'm looking to pursue, but I'm just poking it at the moment, just to see. We got a Proving Steel, which is proudly forged in Orzammar. What this practical blade lacks in finesse is more than offset by its balance and heft. But yeah, we'll see what happens when we get there. We got some codex entries. 2. Letter from Shathan to Taash. Taash, I am pleased you are well in your new home. Is the food sufficient? If you are using your gift more often now, as I suspect you are, then you will need to eat more green vegetables to prevent the blood sickness. This is especially important during your moon cycle. If you run out of tea or medicines, I would be happy to send more. Do not neglect the embryon pills before you sleep. You forgot your extra Darsum ropes at home? I have sent them to you. The ropes will fray eventually, especially when adorned with ornamentation like yours. Trust your senses, hunt wisely, and be cautious using your fire in front of the Antam. Remember, Chokra To Ebra, Shathan. I think Shathan would get on my nerves too, quite a lot. It's like the overly mothering, telling them what to do, and it's like, I know, like I know what to do. I've lived with it my whole life, get off my back sort of thing. So I totally understand the frustration with the mother that makes sure to just like overstep the care in terms of make sure you do this, make sure you do this, make sure you do this. You forgot this was going to do this, by the way, this. And it's like micro managing and making sure that you remember absolutely everything and not trusting you to be your own person with autonomy. So I feel that. So I can understand that frustration. Letter from Taash to local Rivain guards about Karash. I have explained this before. Karash is an Antam. He was with the Antam. Antam dreadnoughts are crewed by soldier caste and non-soldier caste. He did charts. You can't be scared of someone who did charts. I know, Rivaini sailors fight and do charts, but the Canary has all this caste crap. He's a weather guy who got stuck on the dreadnought when the Antam arseholes broke away from the Qun. He's as scared of them as you are. He doesn't want to fight. He just wants to talk about humidity and air pressure and crap. He's also nervous around Bas, all of you. Shathan and I will take care of him. We might get him back to Parvolan when he's ready and done talking about this. Damn, that's unfortunate as well, because they're just going to be nervous about a Canary being like, is he on Tom? But he ain't. And that is where we bring this episode of Dragon Age the Veilguard to a close. We have explored Rivain, recruited Taash, and done some quest lines around this area as well, including the companion outing. And I feel that that is very good to all collect in one episode. That all felt very nice. Next time, we go to recruit Emmerich, our last companion, and see if it'll be a little bit more of the same. I'm very excited for this one because this is Mournwatch backstory. This is where my character comes from. And Emmerich is probably the companion I'm interested and most excited about, especially Manfred. I know about him, and I'm excited about him, and I can't wait to meet him. And Emmerich, of course. We'll see how it goes. But thank you so very much for joining me for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.